Have you seen anything particularly funny or interesting at just any sex party?
This older gentleman having like an energy orgasm where it was like everyone being like,
Did he come?
I wasn't close enough to like know for sure, but
Did that guy come?
Party God.
Hi guys, I'm Elle Parker.
And I'm Devon Young.
And this is Party God. Woo! Today we have such a special guest. Her name is Zoe Ligon.
Yeah, so excited to have Zoe on. Zoe is the author of Carnal Knowledge, Sex Education You Didn't Get in School. She's also the founder of Spectrum Boutique, so check out her shop. She's online at Thongria on Instagram.
I mean, what a cool multi-hyphenate, you know?
I know.
I wish I could have read that book. Read? Is it? I could have read? It sounded wrong when I said it.
Really? That's how you say the word, baby?
I wish I could have been reading.
Well, it sounds like you might need to be doing some more reading.
My brain is mush at this point. No.
What's going on?
I wish I could have read that book.
Me too, darling.
Growing up. It sounds wrong when I say it.
Why is it sounding wrong?
You know when words
Are you
sound
having
wrong?
a stroke?
Maybe.
That's how you say the word.
I wish I could have read that.
I wish I could have read that. I also don't really understand, though, why you're saying that, because you could read it at any time.
Well, but now I know
when
it.
you're a child.
When I was a child.
When you were a child, you wish you could have read.
Now I picked up a thing or two, from real life experience.
I think there's still some things we can learn from Zoe. She's the dildo duchess after all.
I feel like you're in like a Netflix show the way you said that. She's the dildo duchess after all. Well,
no, I've been a fan of Zoe for years. I used to listen to her podcast, R.I.P. Hot Brain, was a fave of mine back in 2019-ish. She's been on my radar for a while. It was really exciting to get her on.
I wish I could have seen her peddling at the American Apparel store.
Oh, absolutely.
You guys will hear about that.
Yeah. I wish that we had come up in New York at the same time as Zoe. I think we were doing different things in different cities at that time, but,
Well, shoot, how's your week, Queen?
Week was good. I've been going to World Cup games with my friends. Super fun. Not the games, obviously. Going to the dive bars, trying to see them on the TV with the glare at the Red Lion.
Turns out it's so fun watching it at Red Lion.
Everyone's there.
Everyone's there and they're having fun. Last time we went, there was this guy with a cowbell and he was just banging it. And then my friend said he heard him in the bathroom sniffing pretty loudly.
Oh,
so,
well, yeah, of course. So
it kind of goes hand in hand.
Get all the energy to bang that cowbell.
Right. I need my energy to watch.
Man, doing cocaine at the Red Lion during the World Cup game and playing the cowbell, that's a man.
That's America, baby.
That's a man that I want to know more about.
Shoot. I'm like, and it was loud and he would not stop banging that thing.
Well,
he said we need more cowbell.
Once you start, that is what they say.
Yeah. Well, we had a good time at the fire benefit.
Yes. I hosted a little secret benefit to raise money for folks who have been affected by the lineage fires in Boyle Heights. It was so exciting to have so much of the community turn out for that. We did a karaoke lineup where I booked all actors, comedians, musicians that we all know and love to perform a karaoke song. And then we had DJs after. And
Devon and I judged.
And most importantly, Elle and I judged the competition American Idol style with our dear friend, Girthmaster.
Love him. He's always so fun.
Fellow award winner.
Had to get him.
Yeah.
Well, my window from that night is that whenever you throw these events, by proximity to you, people always come up to me and they're like, great job with this event. And I'm always like, I didn't do anything. I was like, Devon did all of it. I just show up. But like, they always make a point to come up to me and be like, thank you so much.
People are like, thank you, Elle, so much for your work in the community. It means a lot that you...
I'm like, no, thank you guys. Like,
no, to me, it's more gratifying for me, actually. Yeah. No, people fully think that Elle is Little Secret, which is my brand and company, and that's just fine. It's fine.
But I'm never like, thank you.
No. It's actually totally reasonable, and I love sharing the spotlight with you. And
just like, hey man, I just showed up. I'm hanging out. I didn't do any of the work.
Well, it's funny because then it leads us into situations which we've talked about previously on the pod where, like, I'll do an event with Bernie Sanders and then I'll bring Elle as my friend and my date, and Elle will be the one who gets interviewed by the LA Times and quoted, the only quote to appear in the article.
And I said complete nonsense. They were interviewing me about Bernie Sanders speaking, and the audience was packed to the brim with people who canvassed for Bernie.
2,000 people there.
Who, like,
people who are deeply involved.
And who knew what he was talking about, and they interviewed me, and I just said, he's so inspiring. I love how he uses his words to inspire us all.
Yeah, just pure poetry from my girl. Pure
Nonsense. I was just saying nonsense. That's a past window of mine. That was awesome.
Well, no, it's great. All these things bleed together. All of our wins are your wins are my wins. My wins are your
Exactly.
wins. That's what it's like when you're in a real
See?
beautiful best friendship.
Ah, what a gift. What a gift.
So yeah, that was your window.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, thank you guys.
I thought your window was going to be judging because you love to be in a position of.
Well, I love that too. But next time, I want to sing.
That's not going to happen. Elle and our manager asked me at the very last second, and they were like, "Will you please put Elle in the lineup?"
Let me sing. I'll win.
I was like, "Guys, I've already infiltrated. I've already forced us onto the panel as judges. I think that's enough from Elle and I that the
But
audience
imagine
sees."
at the very last second, I'm like, well, hold on. Play that song again. I'll show them how it's done.
Yeah, we'll see. Don't you want to be in a powerful position?
I'll be even more powerful
one who-
because they'll be like, oh, she should be judging it.
The talent's
because-
not the power. The judges are the power.
But I was a nice judge.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, Elle was hitting the audience pretty hard with the puns, and I wasn't loving. You were really. I would say that you're really the Paula Abdul of the group.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I thought I was going to be the Simon Cowell. Turns out I was not.
Girthmaster?
Came in nasty.
I know. We were like, at the beginning, we're like, okay, we're only going to give 10s. We're going to give everyone a 10 because it's a benefit.
We said this behind the scenes. We said this to each other. We're like, guys, going into it, like, we're not going to give real critiques. This is a benefit show. We want everyone to walk away feeling good. They're lending their time. They're not real performers. They're not real singers. Like, let's go easy.
Someone an 8.
And Girthmaster said, fuck that. I'm going to do my own thing. Gave beautiful Natalie Palomitas an 8.
The only 8. Everyone else got 10s
she
across
was the
the
second
board.
performer, and what happened was I think Girthmaster immediately realized that it turned the audience against him.
He got booed.
To have given that 8, and he did not make that mistake again. So nothing about Natalie. I think it was he realized that this is not an audience who wants any sort of legitimate critique.
That was foul.
Yeah.
But we had fun.
Yeah. Well, I did. That actually brings me to a little bit of my wall. I did have an amazing time. So grateful for everybody who showed up. We raised a lot of money. Really exciting. Very fun. I fully had been up all night the night before with food poisoning.
Oh.
Second round of food poisoning in the last 2 months.
When are you going to learn? And get this, and it's from her eating bad food, by the way, rotten. And then the next day, I left my chicken quesadilla out all night, and I was like, I was gonna save it for day, but now I can't have it. And she said, no, it's still good. A quesadilla was left out all night.
But
Will you learn?
The salt cures the chicken.
That is not
that's how
true.
that's how you make jerky. The thing that has been learning my lesson about is the salmon. The salmon is my new.
You can't even say it right.
Salmon.
Salmon.
If that's the wrong way, it doesn't even deserve the right way, because the way that salmon has been hurting me. I think
it's not the salmon's fault. You're eating bad meat.
I'm getting cut off from fish. I was telling you guys this. If I got the salmon pizza from a restaurant, it had been in my fridge for 4 days.
Pizza?
Yes, salmon pizza from Pace, the restaurant. If the salmon on your pizza as a restaurant is going to go bad in 4 days, you should say that on the menu. You should say
4 days.
You should say expires on the menu, because otherwise I'm going to assume
It's 4 days old.
Well,
All right, I'm gonna get mad.
It really hurt, and I started doing one thing is our manager, while we were at the Boyle Heights benefit, which I did persevere and I did judge. I pushed through. I was sweating. I'd been vomiting
You had your
all
little
day.
Gatorade. It was hot on that stage too.
Boiling hot.
I'm
not
sweaty.
not feeling my best. Our manager was like, we should actually pivot, and instead of raising these funds for the Boyle Heights benefit, we should find a cure for Devon's food poisoning.
I don't think it'll be hard.
Find the cure. Find the cure.
I don't think the cure is that hard to find.
So, I think the jury's out. I mean, it's a little gray area for me, but if you guys support this endeavor and would like to see some of the charity money go to me for once, and tap in, because
that's a
yeah,
wall. My wall of mine is that you keep getting food poisoning.
That's your wall?
It's one of them, and it is now.
Why?
I'm getting mad. I need you healthy.
I get
keep
food poisoning about
injuring yourself.
6 times a year, and I was asking the
6?
person that I've been seeing if that's that unusual, because I'm like, surely people, and he's like, I've gotten food poisoning 3 times in my entire life.
Oh, also, I have another wall, is that we're not allowed to hard launch if we get boyfriends.
Well, then why are you sharing that?
Well, we
Yes,
don't have boyfriends.
That is something that our manager has told us,
Our
but I
manager-
don't know that that's necessarily.
Our manager said if we hard lunch a guy, she's gonna report it.
She's gonna report it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, Party God audience is 76% men according to our stats, but that's something that we are looking to change, ladies and gentlemen.
Party God is a podcast for men.
And that's fine. We love and support our men, and we are grateful for all of our listeners. But
But hey, ladies, tap in.
ladies, we love to be hearing from you. Yeah.
You know, going into this, I didn't think that this would be a podcast for men.
No, you don't think. You know, no, you never. But you know, they got time on their hands.
Hopefully,
I guess.
they're learning a thing or two.
I imagine that they are.
Well,
Yes.
I have a different wall. It's that my apartment isn't done.
Oh yeah, it's getting on a couple of months now.
I know, and now it's like kind of embarrassing. Well, it's been like a month and a half.
Yeah. Okay, but who's counting?
Me,
Okay,
because I need a table.
that's it.
I need a table
That's about all. That sounds like it's pretty much together.
and a credenza
Okay. Well,
and lamps.
wait. What's a credenza?
Like a little kind of, it's like a shelf,
Oh, okay.
but like a
All
cabinet.
your shares a bit about your apartment. Like, do you want to say anything else? It's not done. What?
What the hell?
I'm sorry.
Why are you being nasty to me? Here I am
just,
trying to care about your health,
I just mean,
and I can't wax poetic about my apartment that's unfinished.
I just mean the audience every week is like, you're like, oh, I've got to move in. I've got
And
to
how
unpack
many
my
times
boxes.
did you
I-
talk about moving in? You see, you guys, this is a damn outrage.
I just thought maybe there'd be something more to the story. And that's fine. And that's
Well-
fine. And that's fine that there's not.
You guys. All right, fuck me.
No,
No, it's fine. No, I'm a boring and my home's incomplete. And no, it's fine. What's your window, Devon, my dear friend?
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
You have such a big and spectacular life, and your stories are crazy. So,
Well, it's because some crazy stuff happened to me on the 4th of July, and I'm trying not to
and
talk
you're trying
about
not
it.
to talk about it. Maybe that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not necessarily my week, but I would like to talk about the beautiful time that we had on the 4th of July, or
Yeah.
that I had at least.
Yeah, I unfortunately ran into some ops and got sad and had to go home on the 4th of July. So that was my 4th of July.
I know, I was so excited to have another beautiful 4th of July with my girl.
Because we
and
had an all-timer last year.
we
It
had
was
a
like
beautiful 4th of July.
it was like the best 4th of July I've ever had. And I was like so excited this year, but like in the back of my head, I was like, fuck, it might be the opposite.
This one was a little rough for you. I had a great time. Last year, though, I think the reason that you loved the 4th of July so much last year is because you kept getting complimented in a way that I have never seen before. Like, Elle
was crazy.
obviously always gets compliments on her beauty, much deserved. Very much love my friend. Interesting, incredibly interesting stories that she has.
Yeah, you're trying to. Someone's trying to
One of
pedal
the most
back.
fascinating women
Thank
out
you.
there. But yes, always gets complimented. But this day, you guys, people were like stopping her in our tracks, and I was there, but they
Well, it was crazy.
could not see or notice me
Well-
because they were caught up in the beauty of taking Elle, and they were mesmerized by your
Well,
beauty, and they kept stopping you.
What happened was I had just gotten dumped and I got my sparkle back. And so
Yeah.
I think people like my energy was so high that I was like, I'm free. That people were like, I think my energy was.
Yes, because in that relationship, Elle had sort of the demeanor of one of the villagers from Footloose before they're allowed to dance. She was trapped. What?
I've never seen Footloose, so I don't know this reference.
Oh my god, I can't you seen that movie?
No, I was trapped. He was like sucking my life force.
Yeah. He was a real vampire.
A bad vibe.
Elle would be like not allowed to participate in karaoke, which you guys know as fans of as listeners of the pod.
my favorite.
It's her life force.
my favorite thing.
Elle grows. Her heart grows much like opposite of the Grinch. It grows one size bigger every time she gets to sing a ballad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed.
Yeah.
He was like, that's cringe. And I was like,
yeah.
God.
Yeah. If a man is pleasing in your relationship, and or if a man uses the word cringe around you, that man is
Get out of there.
evil.
He was evil.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was Op Central 4th of July. So that was-
Anyway, this was Op Central. The last one you loved because you had just gotten out of your relationship, and so you were shining and radiant, and everyone was complimenting you. And
Yeah.
I wish that we'd had that experience again because I loved,
Yeah.
even though again I was chopped liver. I No, not even a, nary a small compliment could be.
People were like stopping me in my tracks. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, and I was just there.
No,
and I was just.
It was a one-off.
I was friend 2 on the call sheet.
I did get stopped a couple times on the 4th of July, but it was like whatever.
Oh, okay. Well. Yeah, we went to one party that we really didn't want to go to, that we were only going to because we wanted to support my friend that had really WeHo vibes, which, if you know, it's not necessarily our vibe. Power to you all, love you. But we showed up and then had the biggest blessing happen to us, which was some man
yelled at us,
came crazy style out of the pool, yelled at us immediately upon arriving, and we were like, well, that's our cue. We're allowed to leave now because
we got yelled at.
My friend will understand that we got yelled at by a weird and crazy man.
He was like yelling at us as he walked towards us, like barreling towards us.
He kind of had he must have been pretty drunk because he was yelling at us, but he was like looking up at the sky. So I was like, who is he yelling at?
At
like,
the gods?
Yeah. He was a little deranged, but it gave us a good excuse to get out of there. Second party was sort of an indie sleaze vibe. Not really our thing. We tried to get out of there, and that was the ops. That was Op City.
It was Op Central.
We have addressed.
I was like throw a rock and you'd hit an op, and I was like, what am I doing here?
Rock that up.
It was
Rock
crazy.
That up.
I was like, get me out of this party. And we stayed for like 3 hours.
Well, because we were waiting on some addresses. Anyway, third party was great. My girl,
I
unfortunately, was already down for the count. She didn't stay. But that was a party that our friend Ember Knight had invited us to.
The ops one.
Beautiful pool party. I had a really nice experience. Got in the jacuzzi, had a hot dog, did all the things that you want. On the 4th of July. And fourth party, we ended up going back to the Hollywood Hills at some movie star who I'd never heard of, his house.
I should have stayed.
You would have enjoyed it. I think you probably would even have known who this person was. I surely did not. I had never heard of this person. But he was very friendly and very nice, and we had a beautiful time doing karaoke at his beautiful, beautiful mansion in the Hollywood Hills, where apparently where all of our 30 friends were secretly hanging out. You would have really liked it.
Fuck. I just, the ops won that night.
The ops did win.
I know.
The ops did win.
Had to go home.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I hated to see it.
Yeah.
My window for the week is that I remember last week, or these episodes might be a little out of order, but I had shared that I'm dating too many people, and I had just come off of a run where I had 4 dates scheduled in 4 days, and I was really stressed, and it feels like being on The Bachelor.
It's too much. I don't know how you do it. Like, I'm one at a time. I can't handle.
As we discussed and as we established, this is not how I normally move. I just happen to have had some decent offers all at the same time. But I was stressed because I don't want to be, I would like to move forward with one person.
We would love to have boyfriends that we can't post.
And anyway, I will say I don't know if the latter has fully been accomplished, but I did take a hatchet to these men. And I have made some eliminations. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah. You're going home.
There was bloodshed.
Were they pissed?
No, I think they mostly took it really well. They were very well,
which is never fun. You always want them to be like, no.
No.
When they're like, yeah, no worry. I was thinking the same thing. You're like, oh,
the worst
excuse me.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Is what you want them to say.
Of course, no.
No, but I think I'm very kind and conscientious in my breakup text. So I really, But now I've eliminated it down to one man standing.
What? Last man standing.
Last man standing. Yeah.
I'm currently in a last man standing situation.
Well, yeah, well, you didn't have any other men standing. you haven't been going on dates. That's actually a different situation, but
what would you call that? What would you call that?
You just have a man standing. Which I'm happy for you. But that's a little different.
I have a man standing.
And we love to see it. And we love to see that. Yeah. He didn't have to compete, but that's okay.
We have a man standing, you guys. And that's big for me.
My man had to go through the gauntlet.
He had to slash him, He had to get in the ring. I was just like, stand up. And one guy did. Damn.
No, but he's a sweetie and we like him. And if you had other men competing, there would have been no competition anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It would have been that one.
And that's what you should tell him.
Exactly. Hey, babe, by the way, I
have an ex who had told me about his previous crazy ex who he dated right before me, who when they started dating, she made him look through all of her Hinge likes, like the 200 whatever men that had liked her on Hinge, so that he could see how wanted and desired she was.
Oh, bad. I gotta start doing that. Just so you know, there is a line.
Yeah, he made her. She literally swiped through them one by one, and she was like, "See, these are all the men who could have had me, but
I'm not.
you're not mad at that."
I'm not doing that to my full potential. Like,
Yeah.
I think we should all be doing that.
Yeah, we should be. Yeah,
Take them to dinner.
Yeah.
And be like,
yeah.
open my phone.
Yeah, I should do this a little more. Like, just like kind of casually leave my DMs open. Like, oh my god, I didn't mean for you to see that.
Sorry,
oh.
was that a blue check mark? Fuck.
Oh shoot.
Oh,
Oh my god, I'm
sorry.
sorry. It's so embarrassing that he's always hitting me up.
Do you have any other windows or walls?
No, thankfully, I think that's about all for me.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm pretty tuckered out on a big high and low.
We're tired.
It's exhausting, you guys, to take the hatchet out and make the cuts, but somebody has to do it.
Exactly. And I'm exhausted from running into ops. Like, God, I'm a sweet girl. I shouldn't have this many enemies.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But they're evil.
And I'm sorry for saying that about your apartment.
Thank you, Devon. All right, guys, please enjoy this episode with Zoe Ligon.
Woo!
I went to a trade show one time. It was like a beauty trade show, and they had a sex toy booth, but I was like 15. And I was like, what are these devices that they have here? And I walked up and I was like, what is this? And he was like, we have different devices for different pleasures. And I was like, I ran away.
Aw.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I've definitely been a vendor in places where it's like a market of mixed various goods, and an unknowing family will bring a child. And I just try to follow the parents' lead, because it's like, I am not the guardian or babysitter of this
Right.
human.
Exactly. Yes.
But I just follow their lead. And my favorite is when they're just like, yep, pretty colors, huh? Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Just hide it from
All
them.
right, let's keep going. You know, and because it's like, if you make it a big deal, then like
course.
your kid is going to be like, no, what is that?
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're really going to explain it, which, you know, depending
Hey.
on what's going on, could be whatever. There's
Yeah.
just having comfort and shame free, but also like, yeah, you don't want to get into that when you're just like at a general market. Do you?
My dad was a trade show salesman. That was his job when I was a kid. So I was around the wackiest characters. You see a lot of different types at trade shows.
What kind of trade shows?
Well, there's this one in Wisconsin. I got to go to a Corbin Bleu and Drake Bell concert, which was awesome.
Whoa.
That was sick. I got a shirt. But my dad was selling ShamWows. And
What's the ShamWow again?
it's like that rag that absorbs everything.
TV ad.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yes, hell yeah.
So my dad was just peddling ShamWows, and then there was a time when he was selling aquariums, and I was just running the aquarium booth at 12. It was awesome.
Yeah, so you guys have a lot in common in expo experiences.
We do. My
We
first
do.
trade show I went to as a child was a koi fish and bonsai tree expo.
I love how specific they can
Yeah,
get.
yeah, that's a very niche.
Those two things, yes, they do go together. So,
That's awesome. Did you buy anything?
koi fish. I was like a huge fish tank girly.
Oh, tell us more.
That's awesome.
We had like 5 fish tanks, and they were all like freshwater fish. I wasn't allowed to have like a dog or a cat. So I was just like, my dad and I just like, it was like Sunday, you clean the fish tanks, you put some music on, you clean every single tank.
Oh my God.
It's just, I don't know, I really loved them. I would like try to train them to swim through hoops and stuff.
What?
I don't think it worked, but I was just really desperate for a dog.
Not
Yeah.
famously not especially smart fish, but
Yeah. Just swimming. I love it. No dogs or cats, but we're going to get
yeah.
America's pet, the koi fish.
It sounds like we were all aquarium girls. I also grew up with a lot of aquariums
Yeah.
in the house, but mine was more frogs and reptiles. Big like
Wow.
frog and reptile parents. But I think there's something so special about an aquarium kid. Like you were
Definitely.
Yeah.
My fish were dying. I was not cleaning that tank, so it was just traumatic. For me.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of
gotta clean
upkeep.
it.
Yeah. And things that would eat each other. You
Yeah.
learn a lot as an
it's
aquarium
dark.
kid. Yeah.
We had 2 snakes as well. So
Devon hates snakes.
Luckily, no snakes in my household. Yeah.
I want to get a lizard.
lizard is very chill.
I saw a video of an alligator hatching out of an egg the other day, and I was like, that's cool.
I love LA. You have lizards running all over the place. We do not have that. Or like Florida has iguanas running everywhere. That's like squirrels.
Whoa.
Oh, is that where you're living now?
No, I live in Detroit,
Right,
but
okay,
I go to Miami a lot, and
Yeah.
like I'm here twice a year. So
What's the party scene in Detroit?
Ooh, this is a really good question. We're like an amazing music city, obviously Motown. And, but you know, that's way before my time. This is like divisive, but techno music was invented in Detroit. It might have been like, you know, different genres may have been popularized in like the UK and certainly like house music in Chicago, but like underground resistance and techno music in Detroit is huge. And that's part of why I moved there. I was like a DIY scene party girl in New York in the early 2010s. And I was like, I have to get out of here. And everyone was like,
Relatable.
Everyone was in Detroit. I went to like sublet a spot for 2 months. And then I just like went to enough good parties where I was like, oh, this is sick. I'm going to stay here.
Huh.
But, you know, they had a punk era for sure. Like, you know, the White Stripes and rock and roll music for sure. But I'm a dance music girl.
Wow, I
sure.
didn't know the techno was started there. That's sick.
Yeah.
We got to go to Detroit.
I don't know too much about the history of techno. What's the relationship between techno and resistance? Like, what's the political...
Oh, so underground resistance is like a group of DJs like Mike Banks.
I see.
So just really good old school, like original techno. I mean, like my husband knows way more about this. We kind of like met through this world, and he did record distribution for a lot of like artists in the label called Fit Sound. And I was just like going to the parties, and I was shipping sex toys and he was shipping records. And I think one of our first times hanging out, I was like, we ship things. Let's talk about it. Like fun party items.
A common interest.
Yeah. So I feel like I don't know so much like literal history he does. I'm just like an enjoyer and appreciator. I couldn't like name a track or an artist if it came on in the way he
that's
could.
All we need. Yeah.
I'm like, let the guys talk about it. We know they want to.
They do. He's not one of those guys though.
Yeah, oh, nice. How'd you two meet?
We lived on the same street. And we had a lot of mutual friends. And I was having a barbecue, and I was like walking around the neighborhood, and I invited him to the barbecue, and he says he was too afraid to go to the barbecue.
Oh, just standing outside.
No, I was like, come to my barbecue later. And he was just like, okay, didn't come. But then just like we had mutual friends, and we were friends for like maybe 2 or 3 years before we ever even like hooked up.
Cute.
Yeah.
Was he afraid to come to the big barbecue because he was intimidated of you, or just oh wow, okay,
a dream.
Yeah,
a dream.
Ideal.
I mean, I was particularly intense back then, and you know, especially if we're talking about partying, like I was definitely more unhinged.
Nice.
I mean, this would have been over 10 years ago now, and I'm 34 now, so. You know.
Tell us about those
well,
days.
let's get into it. But first, before,
yes. Yes, before we hear the stories, we give you a Party God score, and then we're going to hear your stories and give you a new score.
Oh,
So,
it's like Naked and
predictive.
Afraid. Yeah. I don't know. They do that on Naked and Afraid. They're like, this is your survival ability score. And then they re-rank you at them.
yeah.
Sorry.
Just to ask you to,
Party God is just like Naked and Afraid.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all dressed for now, but who knows?
So ready.
Don't get too comfortable.
Yeah. What score are you thinking?
I'm gonna start 9. I have a strong feeling this is gonna go up to a full 10. But yeah, I want to sit back and hear your stories.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, kind of adventurous woman. We love a woman who has had enough of the New York party scene and starts her own.
Has to leave.
Yeah,
like,
has to leave. Yeah.
I gotta get out of here. Like that's a sign of a party god.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
tell us about your like 2010 era.
Yeah, that was like the worst version of myself for sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot, unfortunately, too, because like that's when I started smoking weed very heavily and drinking very heavily. And I graduated in 2010. And I was a little goody two-shoes who did not party in high school.
Me too.
So, you know, like I let my freak flag fly the second I was unsupervised.
Classic story.
Yeah. Exactly.
I was saying also, this feels like I'm getting a dick rating too, because like I do OnlyFans and people just love a dick rating.
What?
And some people want a number and some people don't want a number. And
I guess we should have asked you, Zoe, do you want a score? Do you want
No, I don't care because you're not going to offend me no matter what you say. But it's also like you can't tell guys they have a 10 dick because they won't believe you. They want like a realistic number.
She gave me an 8. This is better than I
like an 8 is good.
Yeah.
You don't want to go below 5, obviously, but like they're just not going to think you're being honest if you say 10.
So true.
Also, 10s are subjective, you know?
I want to get back into the partying stories, but first,
we will.
Can you tell us what goes into creating a dick score for you? What are you looking for as a judge? Like what?
Yeah, like grit, you know, like
Grit?
who wants it the most?
Yeah,
Like,
sandpaper
like that dick wants
index
it.
for a dick.
that dick is working for it, and the score is going to reflect that.
I love that.
And also, are you seeing these? I'm assuming you're not seeing these dicks in motion. You're just seeing pictures of dick, and you're supposed to. So that's also
In motion.
hard to rate.
There's videos too.
Oh.
They don't know how many videos or pictures to send sometimes because sometimes they're like, I don't want to send you too much. And I'm like, no, I'll get a more wholesome image of your score.
Yes.
So
I need all angles.
lighting and angle, like if your messy room is behind you and your dick is great, you're not going to get a 10, obviously.
Yeah.
And then it's also just like,
We're also rating the man.
yeah, and most people don't put face in there, but if they do put face, I'm like, brave. That increases the score.
Okay. Vulnerability
Okay.
increases the dick score. Yes.
Disembodied torso versus like
Sure.
you're now we've got
Well,
an
it's
image of a human being here.
Give some personality.
What if they're paying attention to the lighting? To be like that? Does that factor? Yes.
Yeah, but not if it's too blown out HD and you're seeing every
Professional camera.
vein.
the way that Elle and I like to take pictures of ourselves where it's like so overexposed you cannot see our you just see the cheekbones.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Contrast.
Yeah.
You know, more like photography things than actual physical attributes, I would say.
Okay. I'm looking for an artist.
Yeah.
Looking for something new and fresh in the
Absolutely.
scene.
Great.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well, let's hop back into the party. Okay,
Okay.
so
Partying.
yeah, so tell us some of your wild stories from your wilder days, and then we'll move into 30s era. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So I grew up in Maryland, and there was a really good DIY indie music scene in Baltimore. So I started going to parties by like driving the 45 minutes to Baltimore and seeing weird, like avant-garde shit there. And then when I moved to New York for college, I just kind of followed those same artists into that scene that the circuit. So at the time, the venues I went to were Monster Island, Shea Stadium, which is like a venue, not actual Shea Stadium. 285 Kent was the big one. Death by Audio. Towards the end of my time in New York was when like Bossa Nova Civic Club opened and like kind of more of these like dance venues. But I spent most of my life at 285 Kent. I worked there. I bartended. I, like getting beers out of a cooler. Like
you
that
were
level
in
of
it,
bartending. Yes.
Yeah.
It was truly like 0 to 60 also.
You really got me with Monster Island. That sounds fun.
Yeah, that one closed pretty soon after I think it closed in 2011. But like the first DIY show I bartended was Monster Island.
Yeah.
And now it's, just like high-rise condos as like it was already gentrified in Williamsburg. These were all in Williamsburg. It was already gentrified, but it's like still way different now, It's like crazy to see a Lululemon around there.
Sure.
Like different tiers of gentrification, obviously.
So when you would show up at a party, obviously we're very in the mix, but when you would actually show up at a party to party proper, what could people expect from you? What's Zoe at a party?
I worked at American Apparel, so I was probably wearing like at least one piece of American Apparel
Zoe, this is so great. This is such a
So
beautiful
the time.
timestamp. This is
Yeah.
Little disco pants.
Yeah, definitely. Well, a riding pant more than a disco pant. I feel like I probably could remember like the SKU numbers of some items from American Apparel still. Like scrunchy ponytail on top of the head. I had
So good.
really long hair. Oh, God. Again, it's like, it's sad that I don't remember a lot of it other than just like what photos.
Look, I had a similar, in your 20s, it didn't require much. You put on your American Apparel, you go outside, you drink, and the alcohol is going to take care of the rest of the night. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
You'll get home somehow.
You'll
find your way.
Having subway system was definitely important and probably like saved me from having a DUI if I lived in a different area, because I was just getting my sea legs or whatever.
I would give anything to do my early 20s again in New York. That just seems like such...
I don't think we'd be here
time.
now.
Oh,
I
well.
think, yeah.
Hey, you'd be fine.
I don't know if
I
I'd have
made
made
it.
Yeah. But
well-
you got out.
Spoiler alert, like, my idea of a party now is, like, I'm gonna make a really yummy dinner for my friends.
Party.
Like, no, I still party.
What were some of the craziest things you saw in that time?
I bartended. It was the 2012 election night, and there was a snowstorm. Maybe I'm mixing up stories. I was bartending, and there was, like, a noise band that, like, I don't know if it was like a small bomb, but they like blew up a hole in the concrete floor and they chainsawed through all our furniture.
What?
And I was like, oh, so cool, edgy, haha. And I just like, by the end of the show, I think I took the cash from behind the bar and like ran to safety because it was just like, it was like a noise band. Nobody was even there, though. It was like this really dead night, and I was like, what's going on?
Just creating chaos.
Yeah.
Can you unpack the mechanics of this a little? They broke through the floor, and they were chainsawing furniture.
Yeah, like some type of explosion went off, and there was like, for the rest of the time that venue existed, like a little like dip in the floor.
Wow.
Like a concrete, just like
But
someone
that is
took
rock
a
and
little.
roll. You know, they're doing it right.
Yeah,
They're walking the walk.
It was also a time where it was just like, yeah, it was like edgelord behavior in music for, I mean, not that that has gone anywhere, but it was like, you know, like, how can we be controversial? And I remember the guy who ran the space was like really angry. Or he was more just like, what the fuck happened? And it's like, you know, like, what was I gonna do? I'm powerless here. I know. And then all the guys were really nice that ended up like destroying all the furniture. They were super nice. It's kind of like opposite, like sometimes like the nastiest personas in media I find are like the biggest sweetie pies when you catch the mask
Totally.
dropped.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about the furniture.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
I mean, it was like folding chairs, so like,
Oh.
what was really lost?
Okay. All
I was
right.
expecting like beautiful couches.
No.
Yeah.
Hand selected.
Where did they get the chainsaws?
No, I don't know. Home Depot, I don't know.
These kids.
Bring your own.
Let's see. I was like looking at all the prompts of like party questions, and I was just like, damn, everything involves bodily fluids.
Oh,
like
please.
Let's hear it.
mostly,
Bring it on. Yeah.
like we had really notoriously disgusting bathrooms. Sometimes there just like wouldn't be a door. So it was 2 shitty toilets, and I don't know what the capacity was, but you know, I'm sure there would be like maybe 500 to 1,000 people in there, and there'd be these 2 nasty toilets, and I'd be working, and I didn't even have it in me sometimes to be like, I'm working, can I just cut in line? Because I was just like, I'm gonna go find somewhere to pee on the street. And I had a 2-door car that it was a Honda Accord, a 98 Accord. And I had like Starbucks cups in my Honda Accord.
No, I don't like where this is going.
I remember one really busy night. I was like, I'm just going to go pee in a cup in the 2-door car. And just in the driver's seat. Like I wasn't in the back. Like I didn't have space.
Yeah.
And as I was peeing in the cup, I like hit the panic button on my fob.
No.
Oh my God.
And I was like, ah. And then
Are you okay?
the piss cup spills everywhere on the driver's seat of my own car. I don't even think anybody noticed, but I was just like, was it worth it, Zoe? Like, you could have just cut the line.
No,
Like,
absolutely. There are already so many indignities to be suffered when you're bartending, too, and then to have to go out in your car, spill the piss cup, you come back in,
Yeah.
you're like,
The piss cup.
awesome, I'm going to be here till 4 a.m. Great.
I did that one time. I was in a play, and like basically it was the stage and then the green room. And the green room, the only way to leave the green room was to be on the stage. And so I was like, I have to pee. This is my only chance. I ran backstage. I peed in a cup, got back on stage, did my part, and then I just had to tell everyone, like, I'm sorry, there's piss in that cup. No one look at that. And then
Don't look at
when
it.
the play was over, dumped it. But I had to stay in there for the whole play.
it's not that bad.
Oh, I was so embarrassed.
In the sense that, like,
They hated
puke
it.
would be worse. It's the tamest bodily fluid that could be in a cup.
Everyone pisses.
Everyone pisses.
Yeah, rank the bodily fluids in terms of rowdiest to tamest.
Spit, probably tamest.
Spit
Yeah.
is the tamest.
Or tears.
Not in 2020, though,
tears.
because
Oh,
spitting
true.
became, you know, whatever. Cause I'm thinking about, like, how, can you get a disease from the fluid? Like, you can get a disease from blood. You can
Okay.
get a disease. Well,
All right, tears. Tamest.
Tamest.
Spit.
Yeah.
Then spit.
Spit, then urine.
But urine's kind of like, it's gross, but it's sterile, as
clean.
they say.
Sterile.
Very
sterile. Blood is rowdy. Blood's the rowdiest to me. Blood's aggressive.
It doesn't
Blood is
smell, though.
if someone bleeds on me, I'm like, get your blood off. But like, if someone pukes on me, it's like, well, that's gross. But like,
Yeah,
ew.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd much rather be someone get puke on me than
The blood, your blood. I'd be like, oh, it's violent. Get off. Shit. I'd be like, you're done.
Yeah,
ejaculate somewhere in the middle.
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on who.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's someone you're
hydrated
into,
are we?
hey, look, we're having a
Yeah.
good time. But if it's someone gross, horrifying.
I feel like also at sex parties, that's a pretty hard line for like the fluids that are and aren't allowed.
Yo, who wants to do blood play?
Yeah,
we're doing
that's
blood play
like-
tonight.
That's like definitely harder to. It's hard to like accommodate for everything at a sex party, and thank God I'm not throwing sex parties. It's not my job.
Yeah.
But I think like shit and blood are like the universal no-nos unless you're like at a real like kink party or
Yeah.
something. Because like, yeah, how do you?
Yeah, hey guys, please no shit tonight. So one
There's
ask,
no poop tonight.
please.
It's in the particle.
It's in the particle.
Guys,
guys, come on, we're having a good night. let's keep it in.
have you ever been to those kind of parties? Like the really hardcore ones?
No, I have not. I've
Let's throw one.
Yeah.
Let's throw
blood
one. Come on.
Explosions in the ground have nothing on poop and blood
No.
party.
Bring your own chainsaw. Let's go.
I get asked to do poop videos, and I have listen. I've done some silly videos. I've not embarked onto the poo poo train.
Yeah.
Like no hate if you're into that or you make those videos. I'm just like, okay, like I don't think that's gonna be what I'm doing. It's also like against the terms of service for most platforms, so it's really easy to just be like, oh, sorry, terms of service. I know.
I would
I love
love
the rules,
to,
babe.
but
Yeah, following the rules. That's the only reason why.
I want to.
No, yeah, it's fascinating. Yeah, a lot of people are into all kinds of crazy stuff, and I've heard it all, and everyone thinks that their shit's. Now I'm speaking generally. People think everyone thinks what they're into is weird, and I'm like, it's pretty rare that I have heard about something that is like.
I feel like that's their nightmare.
What?
What do you mean? Other people like this?
Yeah.
Have you seen anything particularly funny or interesting at just any sex party?
Yeah, actually, I'm now recalling this like older gentleman having like an energy orgasm where it was like everyone being like, and it was like.
What?
It was a little bit woo-woo.
You don't say, yeah.
Do you think he was faking it, or do you think he was actually the energy was getting him?
I think to him it was real.
Huh.
Oh.
So he would
gotta
have
try that.
people, not almost like Reiki.
Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think I was like, oh my God.
He said it was an old man.
Yeah, he was like an old hippie kind of guy, and I just heard some sounds from in a corner where I was like, "Whoa, that's weirder to me than like, I don't know, like
Blood play.
yeah."
That's kind of awesome. I mean, did he come?
I wasn't close enough to like know for sure,
Did that
but
guy come?
can I have an eyewitness account report back? The first sex party I went to was on 420.
Yeah.
In a like converted church into a mansion. I want to say it was in Harlem somewhere, and I had a UTI, so I was like, my party's gonna be weird.
Oh.
And I had my first threesome that night. It was very wholesome.
Oh, sweet. On the UTI.
Yeah, how?
It like, okay, so there was fisting that happened, and the UTI was gone by the end of the night.
Okay.
Thank God,
It
'cause
cured it.
I'm not-
Turns
think
out it
so.
was the cure.
It was,
All
yeah, it
along.
just wiped it all away. I
Sorry,
don't know,
doctors.
though. I feel like I had a UTI like every other week in that phase of my life because I was peeing in cups in my car and things like that.
Yeah.
I'll do it. God, I had a violent UTI the last time we went to New York. I just kept taking baths.
Oh no.
It's the only
The
cure.
last time you and I went? I remember this.
Oh yeah, I had to get antibiotics.
Oh. Sucks, yeah, having to get antibiotics on the road.
On the road.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
There's nowhere to pee in New York also.
Ugh.
I know.
Between cars is probably safer than a lot of other places.
Yeah, I didn't have a car there.
Yeah.
I didn't have cups. What am I going to do?
I know.
What's a girl to do?
We make our way.
Let's hear some other crazy sex party stories.
I don't know. I think I went to maybe like 4 or 5 and then I was like, I'm like not into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I remember going with like a guy I hooked up with on and off for a long time who was just like down and I was like, do you want to just do something fun? And I feel like by the end of the party, we were just like, I guess we're having sex. Like, it feels so like procedural.
A chore.
Yeah.
And the energy at a sex party can be really strange. Like, sometimes you meet cool people. Sometimes there's just like weird people staring and like, you know, like there's nothing wrong with being a voyeur, but like sometimes people have a weird energy.
Yeah.
Or there was like some parties I went to where like the vibes were a little too like Burning Man for my taste, maybe.
Yeah, you'll see that a lot in
We're
the
not
sex
really
party circles.
pro Burning Man in this on this couch.
You know, I like appreciate a crazy. Like, if someone was like, okay, you want to go to Burning Man and, like, you're going to live in this sick RV, I'd be like, I'll do anything once.
Sure.
I'd go.
That's how I feel as well. If the circumstances were right, I'm not having to pay. I'm in a pretty comfortable situation.
Y'all go ahead. That sounds like my nightmare.
But you love
yeah.
changing outfits. That's
Is that part of it?
yeah, that's a big part of it.
It's aesthetically an, like, vibe error, an aesthetic vibe error
Really?
for me. For sure. Like, I don't want the dust. I do love to hate watch on TikTok when it floods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, I've gone to the gathering of the Juggalos, and I think, like,
That I would do.
people, you know, like, there was a trash party, and everyone was just dumping trash cans on each other. So, like, who am I to judge? You know? Like, who am I to judge?
How was the Juggalo party?
Juggalos know how to party.
Yeah.
They're
I
very
bet.
kind and nice.
Yes, that's
It's
been my
like,
experience as well.
it's way better than like an EDM type of scene. I think people would imagine that it's like yeah, there's going to be some weird smells. You're going to get pranked by somebody at some point.
That's part of it.
But
Yeah.
it's like it's all in good fun.
Hell
Did you
yeah.
get pranked?
I have not been pranked because I like know the tricks to look out for.
What are
but
they?
the classic one is the poop dollar, where someone puts poop. Where it all goes back to fluids. Someone
does.
puts a little bit of poop on a dollar bill and then puts it on the ground and waits for an unsuspecting person to pick it up.
Guys.
This is
Gotcha.
like Juggalo prank 101 though. So like if you watch any like gathering media, you'll know to avoid that.
Good to know. I would have picked that dollar up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been
Seems
so
like
excited.
good
We've been, like,
Oh my God.
$5 all night. $5.
God, every dollar has shit on it. God.
Yeah.
Oh.
When I was a therapist, one of my first patients ever was a young juggalo, and he was very sweet. He was like 17.
Aw.
He just lost his mom, and so we were
Oh
working
my
through the
God.
grief of that. But he had found community with the juggalos, and it was like such a good place for him to land.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I love that. And
Yeah.
you're a therapist. That's great.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't think that they can bring up stuff like that to their therapists, like their alternative interests.
Yeah.
Although
Oh,
being
sure.
a juggalo is kind of in the mainstream. It's not like it was, you know, in the late 90s where it was like maybe you're going to like get beat up in high school or something.
Yeah.
But
Well, he was struggling with some of that, but we got close, and yeah.
Dang.
Yeah,
I
not a lot of acceptance in school, but a lot of acceptance from the juggalos for him.
Well, you know, you gotta find your people.
You have to find your people.
There was this one time I was in Hollywood. I was like 8 years old, and I was with my aunt, and we were crossing the street, and these two girls with white clown makeup and black makeup on their faces yelled something at me from the car, and she was just like, "This way," and it was Juggalos.
oh, maybe they were maybe they thought you were cool though, and they were just like giving you a whoop whoop because
That's what I think.
you were.
I was like,
You're
"Hey."
cool.
I think they saw something in me.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
How are you received at the party in your brief stint in that community? Because I know that there are claims that there's some misogyny in the community. I've also heard that's sort of a myth or overstated. What would you?
I would say it's overstated.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I I've been going to like Juggalo events since 2018 or 2019, so I would say more than a stint.
Yeah. Great. I apologize.
No, not at all.
You're
Not at all.
credentialed here. I didn't mean to-
It's also like being in Detroit. It's like I was like, I gotta go check all this out.
Is that the main hub?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
I didn't realize.
I would say like the gender ratio, it's definitely mostly dudes, but I feel actually like if anything, like dudes are more on the lookout to like beat up another dude who's being creepy. And that can like backfire sometimes because like I'm, you know, like it can cause unnecessarily hostility, but it's the kind of thing where it's like, no, if you're being creepy, you're going to get your ass beat. It's like
That's
very
great.
like,
Yeah.
I like when communities self-police in that way.
I would feel way more comfortable like walking around naked in that environment than I'm not trying to be like, oh, EDM, like, but I think there's just more of an understanding that it's like we're all like a little different here, or like we're all like unique and we get bullied outside of this space, and like let's just be really nice to each other. And I feel like such a normie when I'm there, in a good way though. Like like I'm like the dildo lady back home, and then when I'm there, I'm like, I don't have any tattoos. I probably look like a cop if I didn't have like my bobbers. I don't know.
Right.
You know, like it's like
It is so weird when you get out freaked by people and it's like, what?
Yeah.
I'm normal here?
Yeah, what the heck?
It's
Yeah.
like, what? It's such a jarring experience.
Yeah. Yeah, that's us in Beverly Hills.
Oh my God. I started doing Pilates in WeHo and I was like trying to blend. I almost bought a Tiffany necklace, like one of those, because I was like, I gotta blend. Then I like came back to like the east side and I was like, what? I felt like it was like Severance.
That sounds kind of fun. I would love to like. It's not going undercover, but it's just like I'm like I could hang out with almost anybody. I think.
It's the same.
But then I'd be like, whoa. If I was in a Pilates class, I'd be like,
Yeah.
ooh, my fabletics are not really like.
Girl, I got a full new
fitting
wardrobe.
in.
I was like, I bought Viore. Like, I was like, I gotta blend.
I've never even heard of that brand
I
before.
started wearing jewelry.
Oh my god, it looks beautiful.
I know. You're a girl who wears jewelry to the gym.
Guys, no, it changed everything. And I was like, I love matcha. Like, they drink so much matcha, and I never was.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, Beverly Hills Pilates is our Juggalo community. that's our, that's us feeling like,
Oh my God, I felt different. It's crazy. I miss it.
we're very other in the Pilates community.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that, like, I do, like, hot Pilates, but I also call it, like, my jumping around class, because a lot of it's just, like...
Cute.
Yeah.
Love that.
And a lot of, like, truly all ages in that class.
Oh, those are the best.
It's fun.
I love more of a YMCA style
It
class.
feels more like that, but I do love going to yoga here and then being like, whoa, I'm so homely. I love it. Like,
The place I went to, I felt like I was on my Instagram Explore page. I was like, who are these women? They didn't look real.
oh my God.
It's cool.
Well,
I was like, hey, girls. Well, what's your party scene like now?
I actually went out and partied for like until dawn for the first time in years and years and years on Memorial Day weekend. There's a big festival called Movement that happens in Detroit, and I don't typically go to the festival, but all the parties surrounding that weekend are really fun. So I managed to be out until like 9 or 10 a.m. on like
That's
a
crazy.
Sunday night of Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
And that would have been pretty normal for me maybe prior to 2020.
sure.
But it definitely was like a one-off in a way that felt really good. And I don't dance by myself very often, but my friend was like, oh, I need to take a break. I'll meet up with you later. And then I just kind of had like 3 hours of dancing by myself in a crowd. And I had the best time. It was
That's
like
great.
3 to 6 a.m.-ish. And I don't know. I'm such a high anxiety girl. But everything just aligned so well where I was like, this is what partying should feel like. Like not getting so crazy that it like throws me off for the next week. But like, I want to party a little bit.
Yeah. It's nice too. I mean, it seems like you're in a really beautiful and loving relationship, but it's nice too to be able to like take that time and like have those spaces to yourself and enjoy some of those moments by yourself still. I think that's important for a relationship, I would assume.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I'm definitely, I spend a lot of time alone. I have a cabin up north in northern Michigan. So I spend a lot of time alone. But like my husband comes with me too. Yeah, let's all go. Oh, you know what's really fun is like doing karaoke at like a random bar up north and like trying to find the perfect song for a crowd.
Yes.
I want to do that. Oh my god, where?
So
Like, where?
wholesome.
Like someplace like Boondocks kind of vibe.
I don't want to like give my location away, but like there's just like kind of like buffet restaurants that also have a
Yes.
Friday night
Yeah.
karaoke.
Yeah, I love a random karaoke dive in the South. That's where I'm from. Where
Yeah.
it's just like you're certainly not seeing the type of folks that are coming into an LA karaoke bar. It's like, and like trying to, like, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's
This
so.
is my dream.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, they were like, you seem like a girl who would sing Stevie Nicks, and I was like, you actually like here? Yes, correct. Like, and then it like went over really well, and I was like, I will take requests from what, like, you know, because I'm not gonna bust out like I don't know. You can actually kind of bust out anything. Last time I was at this particular bar I'm thinking of, there was like, I was playing pool with my friend, and these guys were like trying to hit on us, and they ended up like chopping up a Percocet with a knife on the pool table and trying to like give it to us and be like, hey, this is my ex-wife over there, she gave me this Percocet, do you want some? And I was like, no, thank you so much though.
Well, we cut it in half for you though.
Yeah, for
gentleman.
me and my friend to share.
It's a gentleman.
I am very impressed by a lot of things in this story.
Generous.
That's my ex-wife over there. Why is that a relevant detail?
Just to like know it was from a
woman.
trustworthy.
Okay, from a-
originated from
Women
a
trust
woman.
me. So here's this drug.
Percocet's safe.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, sir.
I don't know. Like
What happened to a free drink?
I went to like Miami and Fort Lauderdale with one of my best friends for her birthday in March. And that was really fun. And I was also like way more sober because I was like driving around the little convertible we rented.
Nice.
And I was like, all right, where are we going tonight? We went to a male strip club, which I've done many times, but I've never been to a male strip club that is like specifically for like the lady, like Magic Mike, but not Magic Mike.
Yeah.
You know, like the
Quality.
Vegas show.
Yeah.
But yeah, not quality, but it was so fucking fun. And it was like, they had all the routines and everything. I like found my guy. She found her guy, you know.
Her
and
boyfriend
then-
for the night.
yeah. Like we barely interacted with them. But I also like tried to shower him with cash. But like it was so sweaty that all the money just like stuck together. And then it was just like I just like chucked like a wad. Like, and I was like, ooh,
He's
I
like,
didn't.
ow, what the fuck?
Ow, I got a paper cut.
And then I was just awkwardly like, I didn't mean to do it. Like, and he's like, you're good.
How sexy still.
Yeah, so just like, I mean, I guess that counts as an activity.
That sounds so fun. I want to do that now.
I like partying around an activity.
too.
Yeah, I've stuck into a Magic Mike type show with my sisters, one of the big productions, and it was one of the best nights we ever had. Like going with your sisters, going with your girls.
Oh my god, can we do that soon?
Anytime, hit me up.
It's so beautiful. I will say it's funny to watch, at least my experience of that show. Male strippers who are supposed to be performing for women, will still often find ways to assert their dominance on the stage. So they'll bring women up, but then they'll be like grinding on them, where it feels like a little bit like, like this is really supposed to be about you, but now you are sort of,
Yeah.
you're,
Do your little
what's
dance.
the word I'm looking for? You're really sort of taking advantage of your power here. Yeah.
No,
I'd be
it's,
like-
yeah,
I'd be like,
for
oh,
sure.
no.
Yeah.
I remember one of their routines, and it was like a group number. It was sick. But it was like a fake SWAT team raid. And I was like, I can't, like, I was like, I know this is fake, but like, this is really stressful. Like, I think it was like an intense news day too. I mean, what day is it? But I was just like, it is 1:30 a.m. and there are like fake laser guns happening. And they're
Oh my
like taking
God.
women from the audience. And I was just like,
Read the room, babe.
but it was like, I was like, okay, dedication to a bit. I
Sure.
mean,
To the art.
Wow.
Sure. Yes. Yes.
Once again, artful. That's what we're rating the dicks on. We're rating the
Artful.
dance.
Yeah.
when I was a high school teacher in a kind of violent, kind of rough neighborhood in Charlotte, I was woken up by a SWAT team one morning.
Oh.
And it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden the whole house shakes like a bomb, and it's like a huge like flash. They use like the flash grenades, and I guess the neighbors next door had been like operating this big like drug operation. I didn't know. I was busy being a teacher, but
oh my God, you're Walter White. He was a teacher.
Scary, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's like traumatizing shit to be like woken up by.
Yes.
Ugh.
Good thing you weren't at that dance show.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Good thing you weren't at that dance show.
I know. I would have been triggered. Yeah, I like my instinct was to lay flat on the floor because I wasn't like it sounded like they were like gunshots.
Oh my
God. But then my partner at the time made fun of me later because he was like, our windows were like raised in a way where he was like, if you're laying on the floor, you're kind of exactly where they would have been shooting. Like you're like at eye level. I was like, well, great. Thank
Almost
you.
died.
Thanks. Yeah.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for your work. Go ahead. What's the worst thing you've ever done at a party?
I was thinking about this one. I have a recent example and a old example.
Let's hear it all.
Let's hear.
Recent example. This was the party. This was the Memorial Day party. I was like messed up, high out of my mind, and it was like 9 a.m. at this point, and I was smoking a cigarette. I don't smoke cigarettes. And my friend was like, hey, this is my friend so-and-so. And I was like, hey. And like I try to move my cigarette like out of the way and basically just
branded them.
and I was just like,
nice to meet you.
Like, we were both trying to like avoid the cigarette, and then it was just like direct contact. And that was the moment I was like, I'm leaving this party. It's 9-10 a.m. like time to go.
Sure.
She was so chill about it, but I felt so bad, and I'm also like high out of my mind, so I'm like,
We've all been there.
Fuck.
I know we have. I don't smoke, so I've never done that. But I have been on the receiving end. I've been branded multiple times, and I will say, thankfully, usually has happened at like 1 a.m. where I am at least a little tipsy, and I'm like, it can kind of roll off your back when you're like, well, this is just part of the party. But
if you go to a party, you might get branded.
You know, it's packed at Zebulon. Like, I get it. Like, I know this wasn't your heart's not full of malice.
Yeah. I know.
And they do generally feel bad. The worst is when they don't feel bad, or they've hardly noticed. And you're like, well, I'm gonna live with this forever. And for you, that was not even a footnote in your night.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah. So just like accidentally injuring somebody will just like completely be like, I should go. My other one that comes to mind, and this one was hard to recall. One of my friends I worked with at American Apparel. She was from Stockholm, and she moved back to Stockholm. I went to go visit her in the dead of winter. We went dancing at some club. I hooked up with a guy in the bathroom. Because, as one does.
Of course. I mean, how could he resist? You were head to toe American Apparel. Like, and also that's what you wear the outfit for.
Yeah.
Like, anyone can
wear in the bathroom.
You gotta rip this 4-way zip jean off of me.
Hello.
Then I leave the bathroom and I'm dancing and I'm like, my pussy feels weird. And then I just like in the middle of the dance floor pull the condom out of my vagina and I'm like, I just threw it away.
That's weird.
It just like came off inside of me and I was like, okay. And then I'm just like, okay, like maybe should have gone and washed our hands after this happened. Or just like, like someone probably did see that because I was just like, okay.
They're like, what? Oh, she's wearing American Apparel. That's fine.
Just like no self-awareness. I don't know. Like I'm like, I would be pretty like, bitch, if I saw someone do that.
No, you made that person's night. A beautiful girl, confused on the dance floor, pulling anything out of your pussy on the dance floor.
I feel like that's the coolest girl I've ever seen.
Yeah. So nonchalant. We're like, this is the most uninteresting thing about her night. She's not even phased. This is a fascinating woman.
Yeah, that's a woman.
She's like, how did that get there? Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know. I hope there's not worse that I have, buried deeper. No, I'm just kidding. That's what comes to mind. It's just like times I've been like not self-aware, just those moments.
Sure. Awesome to me.
You had a moment like that recently. You might make me cut this out, but
oh God. No.
We can cut it, but I mean,
no, I'm not saying that.
We're here.
Nope.
Okay.
Down.
All right. Fine. It's between me and my friend.
It's between me and God. That one's
thought
The
we,
party god.
Thought we were being open here.
No,
but
I know how you work. You say, just say it anyway. And then you say, let's keep it in.
We'll cut it later.
Nope. Fool
and
me
then I
once.
tell Jimmy behind your back, I'm like, don't cut it.
Fool me once. Not today. Tell you off mic.
Well, before we got started recording, Zoe, you were telling us that you're in town for a sex expo. Can you tell us about
Yes.
that?
I go to like anywhere from like 2 to 5 sex expos per year. There's a lot of them.
Sure.
But the first one I ever went to was this particular one. It's called ANME. I know it sounds like ANME. It's like Adult Novelty Manufacturer Expo. And
They should really be leaning into the full name.
I don't know. It's just like, I honestly think the socializing is more, like the partying is a little bit more of the
draw.
Yes. And like also where the business happens.
Sure.
So this will be like maybe I mean, it used to be twice a year. It's just once a year in July, but this will be my 10th year of attending this particular trade show, which feels wild to think about because I also like, I dress a little bit more professionally now. I mean, like this, but like when I originally went, it would be like true crop top and cut off jeans, which is like also would be fine if I went there today. But I also realize it's easier to like negotiate if you have like if you're like have a semblance of business attire on.
Yeah, well, we do still ultimately live in a patriarchy. Like a man you want to take seriously.
Got Elizabeth Holmes. Put on that red lip. Ready to make some deals.
People still think that I'm like a rep of my company instead of like the CEO of my company, which I am. Because like I started by like drop shipping and like having very limited inventory in 2015 and it just kind of like built up organically as I was more and more of like an online girl, I feel like honestly like just posting like pictures of my butt on the internet is like the reason I have a business. I mean, there's more than that, but it's like it's the kind of stuff that like it's the sales funnel.
Yes,
it's true.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be where I am today without the thirst traps I posted.
Hey.
You know, those were the stairs that led us. Were butt pics.
And like I'm really proud of that, and I am going to business school now, so it's I'm not like hiding who I am. Like everyone knows what my industry is, but I'm also not like putting OnlyFans on my resume, which like I would, but I'm also just like I'm a consultant.
Yes, beautiful.
Exactly. But it's obviously still okay. If people ask me what I do, I'm either about to have the best or worst conversation ever. Because it's either going to like derail whatever conversation is happening and people are going to be like if they don't want to hear about, it'll take over the conversation or it'll be like, oh, cool. Well, I blah, 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 blah. And then like we're like connecting and it's like, or if someone's sitting next to you on a plane and they ask what you do, it's like
hey, man.
You have a moment like in 5 seconds where you're going to decide how the rest of this flight goes.
Yeah.
But because one time there was a guy who asked what I did and I was like, this is going to be weird after I tell him. But then he like confided some like very personal sex work stuff to me and I was just like,
Oh.
Okay.
All right, Jeff.
Yeah, it was like the kind of thing where I was like, okay, like that time the dice rolled in my favor.
Yeah.
But have you ever had someone be like, oh.
No, you know what? They usually just change the subject immediately. It's like no one ever reacts negatively. They'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I remember trying. Like, I had like it was like a neighbor a long time ago, and I was just like, oh, this is what I do,' and he was just like, okay, walked away from me, and I'm like, okay, rude. No, that's fine. Like, if I don't want to make people uncomfortable, but I also am like. Sometimes it's weirder to lie. And I always, if I do want to lie, I say I'm in like shipping and logistics or like online retail.
Yeah.
Then if they ask me too many questions and I want to keep lying, I'll just be like medical devices.
Yeah, sure. To treat hysteria.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the trade show. It's nice to hang out with people who are like talking about dildos is like no one's batting an eye.
Sure. Yeah.
It's just like we have hilarious conversations, but it's like genuinely business. And like, some people who I've met through the industry like have came to my wedding and like I have like real friends in the industry. So it's a special little weird family.
Sweet.
Do you have any good or fun stories from the expo parties?
Yes. Oh, we were in Miami for a trade show. It was kind of like all the brands have like their own hotel room with a little setup display of their products. And as a buyer, I go around to every different hotel room. And we had a night that was like they bought out a bar and they had live band karaoke. And I love that shit.
Yes.
I think I like sang a Pearl Jam song because out of like the limited catalog of available songs the band could do, I was like, I will do a dad song. That's great. It was only industry people. So it's not like there's like outsiders there to like be like, oh, you guys sell sex toys? What are you doing here? But one of the bartenders working this event had like snuck his friend in. And I'm like... I'm talking to this guy. We're being all flirty and talking to each other. And at the end of the night, he was like, "You wanna ride back to your hotel on my motorcycle?" Mm-hmm. And I said yes.
You love a kind stranger.
Yeah, actually,
girl, it is a miracle you have not been kidnapped.
I am gullible.
It sounds like
genuinely.
you're trying not to get home.
Yeah.
No, but okay. But also, like, we're on, like, Miami
home.
Beach. It's, like, there's people
everywhere.
Yeah,
sure.
Didn't have a helmet. That was the real no-no.
Girl.
Anyway, I was like, you can give me a ride back to my hotel. I'm not going to hook up with you, but, like, let's go for a ride. I get on the back of his motorcycle and leave the function looking so cool. I was like, I hope everyone's seeing this right now. I look really cool. But then he, like, gets to the hotel. He's just like, you sure I can't come in? And I was like, yeah, no.
Damn.
And he's like, okay, have a good night.
Okay.
It worked out well. No bad ending.
Don't
No
knock
bad
him
ending.
for trying. Shoot, I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave you this ride.
Yeah, vroom, you know?
Hey, nothing's free, honey. Dang.
But I guess, like, within the actual industry, I think it's fun to, like, I'm definitely on the young side still, even though I've been in the industry for over 10 years. Like, there's, like, a bunch of, like, much older dudes, like, that I'll, like, party with. Like, I'm like, I have friends who I'm like, we would not be hanging out under other circumstances, but I can have, like, I know everything about you and your family, and, like, we kiss each other on the cheek because we, like, love each other like that. And it's just nice to know just like such a wide range of people who work in that way.
I love that. And I do think it's so important because it takes you out of your echo chamber of people who are so similar to you and who think maybe exactly like you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's an experience that more people could benefit from.
I know. It's beautiful. And just I like when there's a group of people and it's just one thing in common and they're all just completely different people.
Yes.
Yeah. Totally. I've had that a lot in like theater groups where it's like, chomp it up with Mark. He's in his 50s, you know. It's fun. You learn so much from different backgrounds. Yeah.
What first inspired you to get into the industry?
I was making like collage art out of porn I would buy at like flea markets, and a woman I knew was working at a sex toy store, and she like knew I made this art, and she was like, you should just sell sex toys if you're like not afraid of the subject matter. And I was like, I will. And that was it was like American Apparel, bartending at 285 Kent and the other DIY venues, being a host at a restaurant briefly, and then sex toys.
Wow.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like it's only ever been like retail and customer services, like all I've ever had jobs wise.
Cool.
And that's, it's customer service and retail at the end of the day.
That's
and
true.
Like ending up as people's therapists accidentally.
Sure.
Which I'm sure people do to you, even though you are a therapist. They're probably just like, you gotta help me.
Right. And what's a hairstylist, Like so many professions are.
I cut them off. I say, that's not me anymore. I don't want to hear about it.
Damn.
I've been practicing for like 5 years.
Okay.
So it's my former life and former career.
Can I have a ride?
Can you get me home? Yeah.
Dang. Well, Zoe, what's your party take?
God, I feel like this is not that crazy, but recently I started saying you're gonna get old if you party too much. And by old I mean like crotchety, like we're all getting old every second of the day, but you're gonna like be like a crotchety annoying person if you don't party. But then also if you party too much or you don't party enough, there's a sweet spot where you should party. And party doesn't have to be raging. It
Of
could be
course.
like, let's play a card, come over and like we're gonna all play like
Yes.
euchre or whatever. Like that
Yes.
could be your party. But you have to like, just like you gotta exercise those social muscles.
Yeah.
And not overdo it. Enjoy your alone time. But also I think that there's like, especially too, if you've like overdone it, there can be this like superiority complex of like, yeah, I don't do that anymore. And like, that's fine because sometimes we need to go through that phase, but don't fully shut yourself off to, hopping on the back of a motorcycle and maybe getting kidnapped. You know,
Never.
You almost had me.
Never shut yourself
make
off
better-
to opportunities to be trafficked.
no, like make better decisions. But you gotta put yourself out there a little bit and like take risks, and like maybe that isn't the risk you should be taking. But,
Well,
like,
it's brave to be perceived sometimes, and sometimes it's scary to go to a party, but you got to go anyway.
yeah, or like try a 2,000 piece puzzle if you've mastered the 1,000 piece puzzle.
You guys come on over. We're doing 2,000 tonight.
And now she's getting a little.
It's gonna be a
dangerous.
rager.
Yeah.
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 One side or the other. Either
Yeah, we're also gonna take out the doors after.
Yeah.
So
Who's got a chainsaw?
it's gonna be who's got a chainsaw.
It sounds like a really good horror movie. We should.
Yeah, it is a pet peeve of mine when people are like, "Oh, you do a party podcast?" Like, I don't really party. I don't really like drink or do coke. Or I'm like, well, that's not what a party is inherently.
Yeah.
Like, a party can be a trivia night. A party could be like you
It's a
could do
gathering.
D&D with your friends.
Totally.
Like,
Exactly.
a party is ultimately a mindset. Yeah. But to your point, like the other end, when someone's like, "Oh, I don't do that sort of thing anymore. I've aged out of it." It's like you're overcompensating for what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, should we give Zoe a checkout score? I feel good about 9. I think you're a party god 9.
I feel really good about that because if you said 10, I would think you were lying about.
See, that's why I didn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that you said that about the dick score and not trusting if someone gives you 2 IBIS scores. So I'm also going to stick with a 9 because I have integrity and I want you to
We're honest.
see
And we
and,
mean
and
it.
believe and believe in the 9 that we're giving you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I am flattered to be a 9 of a party god 9. That's like. I love my rating. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I would tip you if you were.
All right.
Well, that's our dream.
Thank you so much, Zoe. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, I hope you have so much fun at your expo party.
Thank
I'm excited
you.
to see, to hear
Yes.
some of the adventures that you get into.
I am really excited to. I don't know. It's really lovely to have met you after all these
Yes.
times of like missing opportunities to
Absolutely.
connect. And I love a podcast where there's like a specific thing we're talking about, but we're kind of talking about everything.
Exactly.
Like such good prompts. Y'all are both
Oh,
amazing.
thank you.
We're going to the
Amazing.
cabin.
Sweet.
Oh,
Let's
I
get
can't
to the cabin.
wait for the
The
cabin.
doors are staying on.
Yeah, thank God. And do you have anything to plug?
It came out in 2020, which was a terrible year to release a book, but I do have a book called Carnal Knowledge, Sex Education You Didn't Get in School. And my best friend from American Apparel, Elizabeth Renstrom, is an amazing photographer, and she did the photos in my book. Lifelong friendships from that story,
Well,
tell
of
you.
course, yes.
Whoa.
She was there the night that I tried to outdrink my boss.
We really should have worked in American Apparel. I feel like we really missed a huge opportunity.
missed
Yeah. or at least an Urban Outfitters. Like,
Yeah,
At least an
the
Urban.
B team, yeah.
It's the coolest. You walk in, you just see the coolest people you've ever seen.
No,
You're
I
like,
envied them because there was an Urban right next to the American. I
Oh,
was jealous of them.
Was it a rivalry?
They had more clothes to choose
Well,
from.
sure. Yeah.
I had like limited basics.
American Apparel does have the 10 things at
Yeah.
any given time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
limited basics.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans if you want to, not see things that violate the terms of service. I try my wares. If you I love people will be like, I want to see you use this sex toy that you sell. And I'll be like, okay. And sometimes on Instagram, people are trying to be like, edgy, be like, oh, is she going to use it? And I'll be like, I can
yeah,
if you want
guys,
me to.
It's kind
Pay
of
up,
the whole
pay up,
entire
man.
point.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want a dildo, spectrumboutique.com is my store. And over 10 years in business somehow. Holy shit.
Oh, congratulations.
Congrats.
Huge,
Hell yeah.
huge icon in the space, and we're so lucky to have had you.
I know.
Thank you. This was the most fun I've ever had recording a podcast for sure.
Aw.
Oh my God. Thank you. Oh my God. This has been so fun for us too.
Well, on that note,
Party on. Thank you guys so much for listening to Party God. You can find us everywhere at Party God Pod.
Yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to tell your friends about the Party God girls. And you can follow us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube.
And please make sure to rate us 5 stars because we love stars.
Yeah, we want all 5 of them.
Yeah.
And say some nice things about us. And don't forget, we're on Patreon. We have shit on there as well.
Thank you guys. We love you.
Woo!